Let's take you to Limpopo province, where teachers are finally being vaccinated. eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu is there and is bringing us a live update. The latest from Bulukwane. Lindokuhle, good afternoon. Welcome to the midday view. It looks like it was a smooth first day of vaccinating teachers there, but also some groups have been asking questions. Earlier we saw the Basic Education Minister appealing for trade unions to encourage their members to get vaccinated.
Well, that's right, Praten. A launch day of the vaccination for educators and education sector assistants in the province of Limpopo today, and they had the privilege of actually being with the Minister of Education, Angie Motshekga, as they launched this day. But of course, there are some concerns around the issues of pupils from some of the SGB organizations, and I can tell you that while those questions have been asked, the province has already declared this as a successful day. They are set, in fact, to try and beat the deadline of inoculating 38,000 some educators in the province. But those that are asking questions of why in the program of today there hasn't been a mention of what the plan is for pupils. But let's take a listen to one of those SGB representatives, a chairperson in the province, just giving us a sense of some of their concerns as the first day of vaccinating teachers in Limpopo is kick-started.
We appreciate that the teachers are vaccinated, but what we are not happy about it is because they are talking about the teachers and the administrator, which the department, the MEC, but they are not talking about our children. And remember, those people, they have got job because of our children. And even in the program, I don't hear where they are talking about our children. They don't talk about learners, even when maybe they are going to start to do that. So that is what I'm not happy about it. I'm observing even today, Minister, you hear, she's talking about the teachers and none of the ways where she's talking about our children. And remember, if it's just like that until the 26th of July, we'll make sure that the children are not going to school unless they come up with something else.
Yeah, a lot of challenges seemingly that the province is going to face with this vaccination rollout. And the officials, what was the response from them?
Well, the minister, in fact, Angie Motshekga, is the first one to respond to this particular question by the SGB, saying that she's quite disappointed that the SGB or anyone representing an SGB would be asking this question, because they were engaging with them just before this rollout began nationally, telling them how it is going to work, and they're saying that they've made it quite clear that the people that will be inoculated at the very end will be the learners, because of the low mortality rate when it comes to those that contract this virus. But I can tell you that the MEC of Health in the province was also there, just supplementing what the minister was saying that they've seen a trend in a rise of cases in the province when it came to June 16, that particular holiday. Many young people were seen to have contracted the disease, by the virus, but they're saying that none of them had succumbed to this, and this just goes to show the trend that young people are not necessarily succumbing to this, and that they are able to be treated easier than the adults. And that is why they had to prioritize the elderly, and they had to prioritize the sector workers that are also a part of those groups that are susceptible to some of these some of the symptoms around the virus. But let's take a listen to the MEC just explaining exactly why it is they believe that this particular stance by government to start by priority groups is the correct way in doing things.
June 16 events became our super spreaders. So yes, when those learners get infected in those super spreader events, they come and infect the educators. Then the educators don't survive; they succumb. So while learners are on the queue, remember the priority is above 18. And how many 18 years do we have at school? Can we be allowed to, when we are done with the education sector, to also deal with the security cluster, to also deal with people in the congregated settings, prisoners, prison correctional services staff, the people working in the mines. Before we come to the learners, we want to vaccinate our learners, but science has shown us to say while they get infected, they most of the time survive the virus. So I think that we should understand and appreciate to say all of them, they will be vaccinated, those who are above 18, but depending on the availability of the vaccines, we are not discriminating the learners.
There's no discrimination of the learners. We need the vaccines. But for today, though, there in Limpopo where you are, it looks like things have been going on smoothly, and they will continue for the rest of the day to vaccinate those educators who are covered.
Well, that's right, Brad, and we're expecting that this is continuing. In fact, we're seeing just last people trickling in here, less teachers than we've seen in the morning. But the expectation and the target for the Limpopo Health Department is that they will be trying to inoculate 38,000 plus teachers in these 2 days. So today as well as tomorrow, they're saying that because of the response they've been getting from some of their vaccination sites, they're saying they're confident that they'll be able to use up 38,000 vaccines that they've been given by government in the province.
Thank you very much, Lindokuhle Xulu, there in Polokwane in Limpopo, giving us the latest on day one for that province of the vaccination rollout to educators.